Who knows? But what these Aaron Cox's friends are doing has nothing at all to do with police corruption. Aaron Cox himself admits with being part of the deep marketing, as I was saying earlier. Wanda Hillary, the Irish artist, was recruited to do this deep marketing by creating blogs and things about my family.
If she's a prettier shade of
we come February 1st, 2021, baby. What's happening? I think I got a good one for you. We've got timestamps. We're not going to show any screenshots, but, you know, chat rooms, comments, stuff like that. I mean, I could go into that. Maybe I'll pull it up for bonus material at the end. But we're going to, I think, title this show, the fellow mommies and the Mr. Joneses have got to see this. Or know this or something, okay? Yeah. I think this is some great FYI information. The beliefs, I'm going to put a lot of my beliefs in this. Personal, because there's timestamps there to kind of follow along and very interesting. See, we're going to go back to the 1950s and kind of work our way semi-current until like, well, I think we got something from 2020 at least. Help explain our timeline of events here, possibly. Well, it brings me to welcome to Black Awareness Month, okay? Appreciation Month. And some of you guys don't know that I'm actually a melanated individual myself. If you didn't know, I've got family from, well, blood from island of Borneo. And I got this year-round tan, even though I kind of look white. I still got, you know, it's not because I'm redheaded and I get burnt easy under the sun, okay? Just for some reason, you know, a little bit of sun just makes me want to break out drum and bass beats. You know, that might be another thing. Got that funky beat inside of me, baby. Sudden I feel like piercing my ears with bones and stuff. I'm not even kidding. Since they didn't. The island of Borneo. For some of you that might not know that, Black History Month. Oh, welcome 2021, man. Wow, we're here. Boy, do I got one lined up for you, though. I'm gonna have some fun, kick back, relax. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but we're gonna be dropping links in a chat room once it becomes available. Decided to record this because of the throttling on our end in this node. If anybody can help us out with that. Freaking StreamYard won't freaking reset my StreamYard because somebody put something on there to make it go crappy. Make it sound like poop. You guys gotta try to shut me up one way or another, but oh man, it's a good track. Word. I think there's a big revolt against God. How's that for a lead up? I should just go through my my thesis style presentation. Tell them what you're gonna say it, and tell them what you said. Okay, what we're gonna do, we don't want anybody to freak out, but there is gonna be some in-depth analysis of timestamps and events that have taken place. Maybe we need to get to some troll tears there. We need lots of troll tears for this one. Okay, so Black History Month, okay? Perfect subject for this because I believe in liberating all of us. Because, you know, under our meat suit, skin suit, whatever you want to call it, we're all the same. Just I think some people are more, how do you say this? More prone to sun than others, and that's kind of why some people are melanated. I don't think it's so much about our slavery. I don't know. Continent, I think it's, you know, your skin color has to do with the continent you're from. You don't see too many, see the Eskimos in Alaska. I kind of go to that. I just threw out my own theory there. You know, continental. Continent. What part of the continent you come from? I love it. Love everybody, I do. The Eskimos had melanated skin. What's up with that? And they're in the Arctic Circle. But I think they were dropped off. Just like we all were. I think we're all kind of dropped off. I don't think we crawl out a hole in the ground if you want to talk about some subterranean activity, and that's what we're going to be getting into. I just think that with knowledge is power, and I think we can liberate each other. Not just one race. You know, and I could go into it as far as, you know, white people being the original enslaved from the space monkeys. Them dank space monkeys. We're going to get into the Garadia Treaty in this presentation. Thanks for joining in once again. People are there for later. This is a recorded podcast. February 1st, 2021. Thanks for joining in. Oh, man, I got a couple of quick videos lined up. We should actually just go into the Al Sharpton clip that we're going to do for Black History Month. I think we've all been put here. Oh, here, let's go to our first clip. You guys are probably sick and tired of seeing all those troll tears on the screen. Here, let's do this first. I got some show notes, okay? All right, and I'll be bringing that up and down. All right. And let's see what else here. I think it's a revolt against God on all aspects. I kind of think we're dropped here by different alien species as food, okay? Hashtag Green New Meal. And I think, okay, we are dropped with a Bible because we're supposed to read it out of context and keep our enslavement going instead of reading it out of context and freeing ourselves. It could be that simple. I don't know. I just got timeline and timestamp information that I just try to follow, and then you gotta decipher it whether it's not fake news or not. But hey, some of these, man, I'm not gonna say the R word. Some of these deep down subterranean ideas could be possible. We're going to go through quite a few instances where these things could be real, where our enslavement doesn't come from so much, you know, our own species as they've sold out to,
First time in weeks it is quiet here.
I think they've sold out. And we're going to go into that. The Garadia Treaty. I tried to practice this word. Not even kidding. Garadia Treaty. Okay. We're going to be getting into that, and that's part of what this is going into. All right, I had to check with production. It's the Griata, but I had to let the dog out too. He was starting to spaz for some reason. I think we're being surrounded. And not by a SWAT team. Okay, so we're going to kind of start back there. 1950s, 1979. Look at that nice little tunneler on the U.S. Air Force. Interesting. I can't say too many keywords. I already said too much. I should just shut up and just play music and let you guys see for yourself instead of me trying to explain it. Cox should be just shutting up. Somebody else needs to take over on this gig. I need to retire. Okay, so had a battle in Dulce, right on the border there, Colorado, New Mexico. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to be showing you is from the actual Twisted Truth channel. Well, not the channel. It went away. The .net. It's a .net. All of these articles will be in the link in the description. Okay, try to get them in order there. Okay. Here we go. First timestamp up that I want to go to. Oh, wait a minute. I think I should be playing something before this. Yeah, this is going too far. All right, we'll come back to that. Come back to that. Here, let's go into a short clip. I've already got this on my channel. It hasn't had very many hits, but it seems as though it's got to kind of keep blasting stuff out there. Oh, what did you guys think about that very opening footage, huh? That was kind of interesting. It's a few days ago that happened, and listen to the audio. It was here in the U.S. somewhere, or speaking English, so could be a blue beam type thing or some CGI added on. But hey, that was fun. Here, let's check this out real quick. Kind of our intro video.
1967 in rural New Mexico. Project Gas Buggy is underway as part of U.S. Operation Plowshare, a program designed to find peaceful uses for nuclear explosions, or so they claim. In what might have been a covert operation, part of the 1954 Griota Treaty that took place during the Eisenhower administration, and where there was an agreement to let aliens experiment on human beings in exchange for technology, the subsurface was being hollowed out for the creation of underground base. A decade later, a businessman and UFO researcher, Paul Vinowitz, was in Albuquerque investigating a cattle mutilation when he claimed he had intercepted a radio communication that he thought was coming from an installation outside of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Uh-oh. Griota Treaty. Eisenhower administration bypasses the U.S. Constitution to form a pact with alien races. Apparently. This is from 3timesstrange.com. Okay. 1954. I mean, there's a lot of information out there, not just these guys. 1954, Eisenhower, Griota Treaty. He meets with the aliens at Holloman Air Force Base. In exchange for advanced technology, the aliens would be allowed to do experiments on livestock, minerals, and a small group of humans. Well, I think they got tricked, and we've been getting trafficked off planet for a long time. So there you go. See, once again, this show is for like the fellow mommies and the Mr. Joneses out there so they can get their LARPs right about Mr. Cox being off planet a couple times, but they're saying I'm like helping the aliens or been probed and well, it says later on in this 3 Times Strange. We'll drop the link in the chat and in the description box of this. But yeah, small group of humans. We can keep going on that. I'm gonna skip down a little bit. A group of scientists hopes to contact and communicate with the possible alien visitors. They saw an object. 1953. Okay. They tried to establish radio communication by using the computer binary language. Really? So I would say, therefore, with the binary language being here already before us, there's something integrated there. Oh, Eisenhower first rejected a meeting face-to-face in 1947. Roswell something. There was something, it put in the article there was something about Roswell. And then at first face-to-face meeting with the aliens, Eisenhower didn't want to do it. And so the aliens started showing off and went aboard a United States Navy ship to show the president their power. Okay. See, this is all, you know, in my opinion, so forth. I think that's important to put out there as a disclaimer. I mean, really, I just think we can use Black History Month to really come together and liberate ourselves. We'll see. I mean, by March 4th, we might even see a full-blown invasion or something, and I think talking about the prices of silver right now are actually part of, the alien invasion lead-up, and then that video footage at the beginning of the video of this presentation, right, 2 or 3 days ago. We're going to see some blue beam action, possibly. Oh, my gosh. It looks like the ships landed around Eisenhower at the base. 3 ships came in. Looking for something in particular here. Oh, yeah, the ships, when they came in, had no audible engine. Oh, really? Oh, goodness. This shape on the ground, coming on the ground. I'm looking for something here. Okay, here we go. According to witnesses and researchers, they discussed. Eisenhower went on the ship for 45 minutes and comes out and looks very presidential. Probably wearing a new suit. Okay, so the Greada Treaty and signed by the U.S. president. And apparently at first with the alien race known as Greys. Later, other races got together on the treaty. Tall whites, Reppies, and the Annunaukis. Annunaukis. Okay, so I'll be putting that in the description box. So we kind of made our way up there, right? Let's go to our next one. Okay. January 1st, 2018. This week, Russian special services detained a suspected Annunaukki insurgent in the Crimea region of, and I think I tried to pronounce this earlier, Baklarashi? Baklava region of Crimea. Baklava is awesome if you guys haven't ever heard that or tried that. Says former KGB agent. Oh, okay. We wanted to make sure we brought this name up. Strelnikov Isaac Stepanovich was interviewed, and I do have audio on our archive before it was scrubbed off of YouTube, okay? And we all know kind of, the Russian, KGB stuff. They, I'm not blasting anybody, okay? Trying to be as friendly as possible. But seems as though they are good at fake news. And that's good because I'm going to be showing some of that here in a few minutes as far as fake news goes and how to use it wisely to your advantage. But, it looks like on the village outskirts there, the special forces descended on the area and began searching for suspicious individuals. Very interesting. Now, here's some good fake news. And once again, most of these clips are from the twistedtruth.net that did come back up. It went, I bet you it was on a .com. It goes down the same time as the YouTube channel does. About a year or so ago now, I was trying to follow along the best I could. Yeah, right after some of these articles, he goes down, and then he comes up. I think there's, one of his latest articles in here will be about the time he went down. So anyways, let's move along here, okay? Okay, so, wait a minute, we gotta go back here. January 1st, 2018. Okay, that's at top of the screen there. January 1st, 2018. They spotted one. Okay, and Stepanovich actually was interviewed. Like I said, I've got it buried somewhere, the audio clips. And apparently, see, he's former because after this detainment here, it's like somebody had to leave. This is the story, okay? Official story is Stepanovich had to leave the KGB because you can't talk about this stuff inside the special forces. You gotta They had to release him so he could tell the world about it, and he's actually, I think he's actually deceased now. Okay, so just to tell you that. Within the last couple of years, something happened. 2-3 years. I'd say 2 years. Let's go to the next one. October 17th, 2019. Okay. Approximately 150 U.S. Special Forces troops, 24 advisors fled U.S. control compound in. After receiving credible reports of extraterrestrial invaders headed in their direction, according to Federal Service Bureau. Syria. Next clip. Fake news. So, not even 10, 12 days later, something like that, they have their own falling out within their special forces to hunt the Annunnakis. So that's what Putin did, is he put together a special forces to fight the Anunnaki. And I kind of assumed people would know that already. See, I shouldn't assume too much. Didn't even talk about it. Apparently, Putin, and we got a bonus material. I think we got... Let me make sure I got our bonus material lined up. Yeah. Some sweet bonus material at the end that'll kind of just make Cox's whole story fall apart and make everybody laugh, because this is a kind of like a quantum LARP here. You know, you don't know. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. We're just going through the timestamps. Everybody just quit freaking out in production. Everybody just needs to calm the freak down. All right, so, like, Cox, no one's going to believe you. Okay. So, November 6th. Okay, and what I wanted to point out, and we're going to be getting into this here in a few minutes, okay, comes some of the gross stuff that you got to kind of bring up and so forth in this presentation, and without it, you know, and I don't, why is it got to be me that's got to do this stuff? Okay, so, looks like they, struck, okay, some poppers struck other targets, maternity ward and so forth for pregnant widows. And later on in the article, it shows that, however, said a FSB agent said that no humans were in the building when the poppers fell, and that the structure's occupants had abandoned the ward 6 months ago after tuner. See how a lot of the fake news comes up to almost protect the anonymity of sock accounts and the Anunnaki and so forth. But, okay, so... And look at there. Received credible intelligence that the Naki had seized the ward and were using it to store the vacuum remains for future consumption of war victims, for future consumption in this maternity ward. Now, we've got a correlation with this because of another case. Okay, and you kind of keep it, I call it alien reading, all right? And kind of just go through there and look at your keywords, so forth, come back later, or check out the links that I'll be providing in the description box and possibly in this future chat. Thank you. Okay, comes the gnarly stuff, all right? So if you're morbidly sensitive, all right, and it sucks that I got to do this, but we got to do this. Okay, so I think the correlation, because from Dulce, New Mexico base, who else was in operations in New Mexico near, I think, Albuquerque? No, I don't think it was near Albuquerque. Wherever it was, Mr. Epstein had a ranch somewhere in New Mexico. And the thing is, to be able to get props, okay, we got to use that word, props, for, let's say, the Nakis, all right? I think there's quite a considerable amount of trafficking of, you know, I mean, it's besides trafficking, is organ harvesting is your second, huge industry, right? Illegal black market industry. And what I want to point out towards the bottom of the first paragraph there is mishandled and improperly disposed on the black market were bodily remains from the BRC. And there's a lot of correlation and a lot of evidence there that, let's say for instance, in New Mexico, there is a traveling circus, okay? And they'd been discovered on nabbing a few kids and making them disappear real quick, and who do you think's in the area is the highest bidder? Now, I believe from there goes to, to the ranch, Epstein's Ranch, and then you go from there either to Dulce or to possibly a BRC center that are more than one in just Arizona. There are a few nationwide. Okay, so my belief on this is that because, and there have been other articles released, right? I mean, that's huge trafficking. We're talking trafficking on multitudes of levels. And I can say that circus in New Mexico, traveling circus, for some reason, they're not allowed outside of the state of New Mexico for various other reasons, possibly for already illegal activity, which is very interesting. They're still in operation and protected from the state, which sucks. But anyways, okay, so certain remains go to Dulce, and they're let's say taken off planet for KFC wings in a sense, and and your breast and your legs and so forth. Okay, the other side of it would be going to a BRC, and the thing that I did find in other articles about this is that they actually found remains inside the BRC when it was raided by the FBI, that there were corpses that had it was just highly desecrated, where an arm was sewn on to where the head was supposed to be at, and that is Annunaukki type activity. And yes, it's just disgusting that that's what was found. So going back to our Eisenhower deal treaty, this is starting to make a little more sense to me. Okay, let's go with, and that was a civil suit. Once again, October 17th, 2019. Okay, this is the mainstream from, what is that from? The Independent. Mainstream, October 17th, 2019. So to help cover it up, I mean, who's right? Okay, so we got this one or this one. Oh, wait a minute. I think it was this one. November 6th. And October 17th. So there's a little bit of a time stretch there in between. And in between, we're taking on some fake news there. Let's try this one. Oh, geez. That people are quitting to kind of, see, kind of right in the middle there. We're going to have to stand down, man. People are quitting. But in that article, you'll read what they do to defectors in that army, which is pretty serious shit. But anyways, so to put out there the fake news that soldiers are deserting that battle because it's just too serious, they, freaked them out. That would indicate that that army is backing off. Get the insurgents, the intergalactic insurgents comfortable again in a maternity ward. Maybe, what did it say back there? Playing with body parts and shit. Saving them for later. And that's the disgustingness of this creature, where we've got people that are actually trying to make them our buddies and so forth, and it's not good, okay? This one was from, this article was from 2/20, I think June of 2/20. FBI releases, second paragraph, 1950s. Once again, New Mexico, there was, I think the Battle for Dulce, 1979. All right, let me go through my show notes. Make sure I didn't forget anything here. See, been wanting to put this together for a while for you. Needed those timestamps. Oops, crap. Cox is screwing stuff up. All right, let's make sure that I didn't forget anything. Here, see, this is what I do when I prepare for a show. Okay, trying to get all of my information together. All right. Talked about a revolt against God in all aspects. Okay. That's why my belief, I think just God and Jesus are going to get involved soon. Okay. All right. The Tower of Babel is kind of like the CERN thing. I will say there's something in here that I forgot to add in, was kind of the spiritual battle that happened at 2 years ago now, I think 2 years ago, at Burning Man, when there was a spiritual battle that ensued there, and all of a sudden after Burning Man was over, CERN put out the like a bang all release that they were looking for a new location in the United States somewhere. And I kind of believe that part of the technology and the way people are gathering on the playa, which is the ground above Burning Man and Black Rock City, and under there is like kind of like a machine that looks like Simon Says, that's it's like an energy harvester, almost like a nuclear plant, but you're getting 150,000 people or 100,000 people in the same area, and they're all aligned, in a circle, and I think it's an energy sucker. But all I can say is that I do believe that there was a spiritual battle there a couple years ago. Some giants were pretty much taken down. We go by Ephesians chapter 6, 10 through 17. See, reading the Bible out of the context again and looking at it is principalities in higher places that your normal, okay, the normalized people, okay, see, that's why we're doing this show, is to help the fellow mommies and the Mr. Joneses kind of push through and maybe see the possibilities and some things going on here, instead of getting their LARP wrong and getting it caught, wrong about the cocks all the time and perpetuating some BS narrative and trying to get me thrown off the net and all this. Okay, so you can probably see there under the disinfo little tab, really interesting how they're trying to get us to kind of group together and either believers that the aliens are our friends, and let's say there's like survivor groups that victim groups, advocacy groups of maybe abductees or people that think they're starseed children or whatever. I think all of these, especially online with that name right at the top. I'm going to put it right at the top, okay? That name right there is associated with some serious stuff to kind of gather in these, I'm going to have to call them melon heads, man, inflated heads, where they think all of a sudden they become kind of like the I Am God cult, and we've seen some gnarly stuff with that, all right? And I can keep going, but I think what it is that a whole group of people coming together like that, and I think they're just the offering sacrifice. Here you go. Here's a whole group of people now you can traffic off the planet. That's what I do think. I think the moon is a hub, and we had control of it, at one time, but now with this hashtag New Green Meal, stuff coming back around, it was kind of invented, and we thought that there was maybe, some serious stuff that was actually happening, and to where there was some traction. I don't know. See, I think there has been some traction and many body count in the Annunaukki realm, in a sense, to take out, our actual captors. Once again, I think we're kind of dropped off here, and we've been having to give them our minerals and so forth to keep the peace. When they, of course they're going to come here in peace if we got minerals they need for their silent engine ships. Okay, and that's what I kind of think too. The thorium, even down to the shungite, the only carbon mineral that conducts electricity. So there you go. I mean, it's only in one place, like it's been dumped in Russia. Come on, So that's kind of what I think. All right, let me get back. I don't want to get into some of the beliefs where it says right in the middle of the beliefs. And I know I've been kind of been going around in circles to kind of, what I'm trying to do is stay out of the algorithms, the AI, even though I'm saying some keywords here. Structured water and colloidal silver definitely have a lot to do with this, you guys, because that's part of the way. I mean, it was also biblical about the monatomics in the Bible, and so I believe that they had to use it too, in a sense. And then they had to have the elitists know about it to keep them strong, and that was going on in Rome. The silver gold cup, so forth. It's actually good for you using silver. Now we're using like some crappy tin-plated forks and galvanized crap in our eating with our utensils and drinking out of, so forth. But anyway, even down to our garden, you guys probably heard me talk about that before, where we need to use copper shovels in our garden, not galvanized. That way it puts minerals in your garden that have been depleted. I mean, if you didn't hear the video I just uploaded a couple of days ago about about all the bullion that's been in subterranean subterranean down there, quintillions. But they're going to fabricate on the surface here that we're running out and there's a shortage, and to go to paper when you buy your silver, you just get the guarantee paper that you do have silver but not in your hands. Okay. Which is a whole huge that's just buying into the BS system. But I think that having the silver in your hands is way better off than having a piece of paper guaranteeing you have it in your hands. And that's how people get tricked. All right, let's go through one more thing right here, bonus material, because let's see, how long have I been going? Oh, yeah, almost 45 minutes. All right, cool. I know I probably forgot a lot. Here, let me just real quick. What else did I forget? I went through it all real quick, and crazy. Oh, accelerationists, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think some of the people that want to see us put into the NWO type stuff is accelerationists. They want to see us wear ourselves out so we really can't fight when it comes time to either being abducted, either by blue suits or blue aliens. Who knows? But all right, bonus material. Here we go. Oh, and then we'll end out. Okay, I still have to play the Al Sharpton clip for Black History Month. Got a little tribute to Al Sharpton, okay, for Black History Month coming up. All right, bonus material. It was shortly after February 6th is when TwistedTruth.com went down, and recently .net came back up. And so there you go. Steven Seagal to fight Annunaukki with Putin. They're buddies. Huh. What do you think about that? Somewhere, you actually, Seagal praises Putin's style of governance while bashing then President Obama for approaching czars to help destroy America and undermine the foundation of the Constitution. Seagal and Putin have shared many viewpoints, namely in anger over how Moscow is treated by the West and their mutual love of martial arts. We'll be dropping that link in there too. Like I said, I'll try to get them all kind of in unison and timestamp there. So yeah, once again, Black History Month, and I'm here to try to help people liberate all. You know, I think we all need liberated, and our enslavement is no racism. Okay, I think we're all equally have been put through the melanated washer one way or another, and there you go. So Cox is not a racist, and not highly radioactive like some people have been trying to throw at me when I'm, you know, kind of the one using it. Anyways, kind of interesting. Whoo, buddies. All right, what else we got? All right, to kind of finish out here, we got a little tribute to Al Sharpton. Everybody, thanks for joining in. Have a good day. Peace out.
Can I finish my answer? Can I answer the question?
Second, the witness will be permitted to answer.
Am I allowed to finish my answer?
I'm allowed.
No! Hell no! No!
You asked a question, and I'm answering.
Yeah, I got a few more.
And I have a few more answers. Well, then you shouldn't ask me a question if you don't want an answer.
I want to know if you said them. You could say yes or no. You said
No, I cannot answer, Mr. Chairman, on yes or no.
No.
But I'm loving to engage this if he lets me finish. Well, first of all, I believe that you can deal with the decorum of the Congress, but you cannot disrespect a witness. You cannot ask a question and tell the witness he can't answer the question.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
You're welcome to answer. How about?
Well, then let me answer, sir.
Okay.
Let me answer, because I'm enjoying this. I think that you have.
You're at a committee about policing.
Don't get upset. Calm down. Calm down. You're yelling. Calm down. I think that I'm trying to answer your last question. Am I allowed to answer? My name is Sharpton, not Lewandowski. I will answer the question if I'm allowed.
Mr. Chairman, when a witness is asked a question in a hearing before this Judiciary Committee, do our rules provide that the witness is permitted to answer the question?
Witness is permitted to answer the question.
You can ask all the questions you want, but I'm going to answer them. Yelling and getting upset is beneath your office. You should calm down.
instinct that you need to be on the lookout for.